Welcome back to the walkthrough for Black Myth Wukong. This is part 2. As you can see, this is where we left off at. Such a beautiful meditation spot. Go ahead, take a nice deep breath in, hold it for 4 seconds, let it on out. If you got any sparks, go ahead and spend those. Now, I just want to go over again that we will be using the Smash Dance for the entirety of this walkthrough. And the Smash Dance so far has been one of the most OP stances that I have used throughout this game, and you're going to soon learn why, I promise you that. This is a build that will not let you down, and you will make it through the entire game with this build, I promise. So go ahead and put your couple of points into the first 2 tiers of the Smash Dance. We are heading right towards the 2 lanterns right over there. Now, if it is still a little dark in the game for you, you could always go into your settings and turn up your brightness. As you can see, it is a little bit dark, so we will take an extra moment or two just to look around and make sure we don't miss anything. Alright, go ahead and offer incense. And you'll see that you have some things that you need to do now, as far as the Self-Advance tab and the Store tab. With Reignite Sparks, you can respec your build. I recommend doing this if you are having trouble with any kind of boss, any kind of area. You can go in here, you can respec your entire build for absolutely free, no penalties, you don't have to worry about it. And here's your store. So we're going to buy a couple of the items from here. There's always useful stuff in here. Upgrade materials, ingredients, everything that you could possibly need. They will change and vary at certain areas. So just keep an eye on it. Make sure you check on and update regularly. Okay, got a little cutscene.
You don't think you can just parade in, do you? It's not that simple. Let me transform you into a golden cicada, so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed. Fly!
Alright, so now we are this golden cicada.
Humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon.
And now we get to just travel around as a bug.
In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form may help you explore, but beware, this form does not last forever. Should you find yourself lost, just follow my voice. Now, off you go.
Alright, so now that the old man's done talking, the only thing that you're really doing here is just kind of exploring the area and seeing where it is that you can go, where it is that you should go, items that you should pick up, locations of enemies and things that you need to do. So just go ahead and have fun with it. Go look around. Over there, you can see off in the distance, there's a waterfall. We're going to visit that waterfall soon, just not right now. There's a secret that we have to do with it, but we can't reach that secret until roughly about chapter 2. So just kind of taking note where there's ingredients at, where there's enemies, stuff that we need to take care of. And at any time, let's just say you don't want to do this anymore, you can always de-transform by using R2 and circle. That's what happens when the bug runs out of stamina. So since we, saw what we needed to see, we're just going to go back to the shrine. So go ahead and use your incense trail talisman so we can completely start this area and go through it as it's intended. So as you can see, we're back at the shrine, and we're going to head straight ahead here and take these enemies out right here. There's going to be a couple of different areas we're going to go to through here to make sure that we get everything before we even, attempt to fight any of the bosses in this area. So another ingredient there. Another ingredient right here. Got an enemy to your right. Now, I do break those pots because they will have will in them. So, you're a gamer. Go break the pots. Alright, just keep working on this dude here. It's a little bit of a brute, but you can handle it. Now, I want to make a quick note about the stamina bar. Now, your attacks are going to be very effective within the stamina bar. You can deplete the stamina bar entirely. You can still attack, but it will not do as much damage. That's what is needed to know about stamina bar. Alright, so this thing here, there is a proper name for it. I just call them roots. They're overgrown roots. They pop up out of the ground, but they give very, very useful ingredients. So I generally take down every one that I can possibly find. Now, just keep your wits about you because they do give out status effect damage. Some of them have poison. Some of them have other status effects that you will encounter. Alright, we got a spark for that. And we're going to keep an eye on our health because we're still poisoned. You can tell that you're still poisoned because you have this green fog kind of circling around you a little bit. There's nothing over here. Couple of enemies out front. We're going to grab this item off to our right. And another Jade Lotus. Here's a short tutorial about blocking incoming projectiles. This has a dual purpose. You also can use it to build focus. I find it to be very situational, and you have to get way up close and personal with the enemy to build it like that. You have to do that either way, but there are other methods that I find to build focus a little bit easier. But you use that to deflect incoming projectiles. Alright. There's a big guy over there. This is a very large head. This is a very big tail. We're not going to mess with him right now. We are going to go get a fair bit stronger before we come back there and, go and poke the bear, so to speak. Let's take this dude out. And now, as you can see, this is right about where we started at. We're just going to grab this Jade Lotus. Just gonna grab the Jade Lotus. There we go. All right, and take this dude out on the bridge. Now that we have spent a good chunk of time thoroughly clearing out the area, we can actually just go back, rest, reset, and then get on about our business. All right, once again, we're just kind of resting and then resetting the area. We already went through the area and picked up all the stuff that we needed, all the goodies and ingredients. If you have any sparks, go ahead and spend them. You will be spending them in Smash Stance, Stamina, Martial Arts, and Survival. The Martial Arts part, we're doing only the left side of it. Only the left. For right now, the order of upgrade doesn't really matter that much. It will in a little bit. Here you have meditation spots that you've already visited. You can go ahead and find all of those if you'd like. Once again, you got some new journal entries. These are really cool to kind of watch unfold in front of you. Once again, make sure you get the little red circle. Lets you know that you completed the entry. All right, now that we're done playing around with our menu, actually we're not. Just kidding. Okay, so go up here. We're going to take these two enemies out. Once again, break all the jars. It will give you extra will. Take this guy out. Now, there is a method to my madness. You have to be aggressive, but you also kind of have to not be so aggressive at the same time. You'll see exactly what I mean in this upcoming boss fight. So we got a couple of enemies over here we forgot about. Grab the ingredient. Alright, so that's just the archer that was on the bridge. We already took him out. Now we're going to make sure that we're properly equipped here. We have one spark, so we are going to use it. Put that into our health there. Alright, we have disturbed this person's meditation, and we are going to handle some business because he is blocking our forward progress.
I see. Why don't you lay down your weapon and join me?
He's going to have a few different attacks, and they all do quite a bit of fire damage. The first one's going to be a spin attack. Just either dodge to the right or to the left. Use your immobilize to get some space between or to do a charged heavy attack. He will throw his spear. Just make sure you're not standing in front of it. Again, dodge to the right or to the left. In a second, you'll notice that he's going to get into a little bit of a crouch stance there. And then he rushes you. He does this twice. Now, you're on fire, so use consecutive dodges in order to put out the fire. The way status effects work in this game is a little bit different, so kind of pay attention to the status effect. If you're on fire, put out the fire. If you're poisoned, do something about that. just take care of your status effects. It's important. It's important. Now put the fire out and just remember the 5Ds, the dodgeball. Same thing, we're using light attacks with a combo of heavy attack in between, building up that focus gauge. Alright. And get that heavy. And that's it. Yaogwai Chief is down. Good job. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back.
Master spoke of you. Destined one.
Alright, so pick that up. And you may have gotten a spark, so that's cool. Red Tides, it is a spell. There was a brief explanation of that. Right here, this explains transformations. Weapons and valuables cherished by Yaogwais often carry lingering obsessions from their deceased owners. Collecting them grants the ability to briefly take on their forms in combat. Each transformation has its own strengths, making them worth experimenting with. My apologies. This explains might and how the might actually depletes when you use it. Detransformation occurs automatically. Just keep an eye on that bar. I'll explain it a little more when we actually first use it, because the explanation that's given in the game is good, but it's not as descriptive as you would like it to be. So ring this bell.
You just had to make some noise, did you?
Yes, yes, we did.
Knows you're here. When
We needed to make that noise.
echoes in the forest, Yaogwais will surely be alarmed.
Okay, so the green thing that we just picked up, we have been picking up a couple of them. I haven't really explained them. I'm not sure of the proper name for them, but when you pick them up, they will give you one refill on the gourd, depending on how many are there. There's usually like one, or there will be a pair of them, or a cluster of 3, in which case they will give you 3 charges of your gourd. It will also give you some extra will, so be on the lookout for those and make sure that you pick them up, especially if you're low on health. So we're going to first sneak around him because we need to get to the next area. Grab this item right here. And then, yeah, it looks like we can conveniently get through there, but I promise you, you can't. Just don't do it. All right, go around. Grab this right here. And then we're just going to head down this way right fast. Again, break stuff. Break it. Get the will. Break it open. Break open more stuff. Get more will. Get more items. More shinies. That's what you should do. Alright. Be careful through here because there's an archer at the back. Typically what I do is take out the archer first. And then I clear out the rest of the little enemies on the ground. Because for whatever reason, developers have decided to make the archers the strongest damn weapons in the game. And they do tons of damage, especially if you don't take them out first. Alright, here's Guanyin Temple. We're going to head on in here.
Keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Black Wind Guai's ally, calls itself Ling Shutsa. Considering your strength, I suggest you get away while you can, little monkey.
Alright, that little old man seems to like to tell us what to do, but we don't like to listen, because we are the destined one. Alright, we have to activate the shrine. Looks like we have some armor we can craft. This is the Pilgrim's Headband. This is not a special item. You actually get this in the game, so go ahead and equip that. When I say special, I mean like DLC or pre-order stuff. Alright, grab this right here. Just always thoroughly explore an area before you go into the next one, just in case you can't return to that area for some reason. Grab this chest right here.
Once you pass that gate, there's no turning back.
Real quickly about transformations. Once you use it, you'll transform into whatever the spell is, and then you will get a prompt on the left side of the screen which will tell you what to do. With the Red Tides transformation, you will use basic attacks until you fill up a focus bar, which is on the bottom right corner of the screen. Once that focus bar is filled, you will get a third prompt that will allow you to deal way more damage than you intended. Here's the boss. They are not very nice. They are going to jump at you immediately, dodge right or left. Just keep your wits about you, you'll be just fine. Now, this was an accident, but as you can see, I'm using basic attacks, filling up that focus bar, and then using the follow dodge with heavy attack to cause way more damage. So now the boss will jump up on the roofs, and then once they're done with that, they're going to jump straight at you. So just be ready to dodge either right or left. Now, again, we're using the Immobilize spell to give us some space to do some more damage or to do a charged heavy attack. The medicine that we just used is a defensive medicine that allows you to take less damage. When the boss is doing this, this allows you to get in some more hits real quick. Once again, up on the rooftops, he's going to dive at you and then follow up with an extra hit. With the swipes out in front of you, just dodge to the right or the left. I keep telling you that because it actually works. With the perfect dodge, I try to do that just before the enemy hits me. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's okay. You don't have to be perfect. It's alright. Got the Immobilize. You're gonna keep going with that. And the fight's wrapped up. There it is. All good. So with the boss fight wrapped up, you get quite a bit of experience for that. You get a wolf mask and the mind core. Mind core will be a material that we're going to use later on. The wolf mask will be putting that on shortly. Just not right now. Grab the ingredients. Always make sure that you clear out the boss arena because there could be something in there that you don't want to miss. Grab this right here. This is the Celestial Jade Lotus Pill. Increase your maximum health. And then we follow the trail to the shrine. Alright, we're just making sure that we rest so we replenish all of our stuff here real quick before we head to our next area. There isn't too much through here that you need to be worried about. Go ahead and take this enemy out first. And then this one. Okay, grab the Jade Lotus out of the pool. And then we're just going to go through here. And we're going to get some dialogue real quick. This is for a side quest.
Have you come to earn the Black Wind King's favor? Hear me. That bear,
Just go ahead and listen to what he's got to say.
he can grant you nothing. Don't waste your time on him. He lies about cheating death and even the treasures. His followers are, all of them, deceived. Blackwind Guai is a sly one. He preaches virtue with a heart full of greed. Well, I wouldn't entrust him with my plea.
So I try to exhaust all of the NPC's dialogue before I leave. There's nothing up here. Again, this is just a fancy space for your NPC to hang out, and you'll have stuff to do with that later. For now, we're just going to go through the area as intended. Okay, we got one here. This. Now, you'll see these in various places throughout the worlds. Just make sure you find them and open them. The will stone spirits, sometimes there's curios in there. Take out this enemy. Grab this ingredient right here. Snakehead mushrooms will be very useful later on. Once again, froggy boys, take them out, jump backwards so you don't get poisoned. Grab the Jade Lotus. Let's see, we didn't jump back and we got poisoned a little bit. Alright, gather this. And then we're just going to keep following the path along here. We'll go up this way first. Go to the left. And then grab this item right here. Back out onto the stairs and then go up the stairs. I'm going to go across this bridge. The hill, follow that trail to the shrine. Now, once you get up here, you can see that there's an enemy. You can throw the kitchen sink at them if you want to. Doesn't really matter, because the shrine is right there. Once you rest and reset the area, you're going to reset all of your stuff too. So don't worry about any amount of things that you are using to take care of this enemy. Once you dispatch them, go ahead, rest, relax. Take a deep breath, pull yourself together, and get ready for part 3. We'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.